I honestly think that this whole China US trade talk is really, each for domestic consumption. So Trump needs to prove that he's been tough on China, his domestic electorate, and she needs to prove that he stood up to the white man, to everyone in Asia and the China sphere. And so I think there's going to be a deal on the surface, but at the end of the day, not much is actually going to change. US will still be getting Chinese goods, whether it's intermediate goods shipped through other countries or directly goods from China. They might cost a little bit more. And China might might say, okay, we're not going to depreciate the yuan or something like that. But at the end of the day, they'll both be able to save face to their domestic populations. But I don't think that the trade balance, the imbalance between the US and China is going to change that much in the very near term. And ultimately, this is something that I'm going to write about in my next essay. The only real policy that the U.S. has that actually is going to really work are capital controls. And these are some things that a lot of economic theorists have started to write about in terms of how can you charge those who park their excess savings in the U.S. financial markets a fee that either dissuades them from exporting so much of their surplus, or says, guess what? Okay, well, we're going to take whatever fee from the foreigners and pass it on to the ordinary Americans so that they feel like they're getting something out of this combative capital and trade war. That's what I think is going to happen, but I don't really think much is going to change. In the near term, there'll probably be some face-saving announcement that both sides can sell to their domestic population that says that they did something positive, but the status quo, which is China ships a bunch of cheap to America, ain't changing.